live on location with the Trailfinder 3 from RC4WD. And today is my favorite day. We get to go wheeling. Wheeling. So as per usual with a new rig, what I like to do is show you a little low speed control. We'll give my real throttle hand here. Let's see, we are in first gear. I do believe that's first gear. That's second gear. All right, low speed control. Let's see what kind of low speed control this 35 turn RC4WD and 1060-ish sort of controller has. It's not great, but that'll do, especially under load. It probably is going to go a little slower. Yeah, okay, so it's not great. But I'm a motor snob. I've told you that before. It's a little better when it's loaded down. You can kind of see it. It's yeah, you know, that's all right. There's our top speed in first gear. Nice crawling speed on 3-cell. This is on 3-cell LiPo from Helios RC. And we'll show you the second gear. As you can hear, there's a little bit of gear noise in this gearbox. We don't want a big load when we shift. There we go, second speed. Oh yeah, that's plenty fast for this leaf sprung rig. It's perfect, really. So, mental note, if I go to change out the electronics, don't go with faster motor. 35 turn equivalent of 550 would fit. That would be 27 turn 550 in a 3 slot, or about a 13 turn 550 in a 5 slot. If we go back to 540 size in a 5 slot, 35 turn is going to be about equivalent to, yeah, the 16 turn-ish. So this rig is so tiny that I'm really not sure how to attack this pile. It's not made for a tiny tire rig like this, the 1.55s. I have to choose my lines very carefully. Already getting hung up. Hung up real good. But it's got a good forward weight bias, especially since I did not put the rear bumper on. You know what? While I'm driving today, this rig, I'm just gonna make a course. Filming day is not quite mid-March. It's not too cold outside, about 50 degrees here in Missouri. It was pretty warm for a while, and now it's in the 50s, and then it's going to snow tonight. You know, typical Missouri weather, but we're taking advantage of this filming day outside. Oh yeah, scale, oh, rock rash. This body is so nice, I don't want to roll it. I'm trying to drive this as if it's a full-size rig that I want to resell at some point, because the grandkids are going to get it. So even though I like to rock crawl, I'm going to be easy on it. That's right, the grandkids are getting this Trailfinder 3. It is so heavy. Maybe I should have that bumper on the rear. But with the heavy front bumper, it does have such a nice weight bias. I bet you Scalar Fab's will do some bumpers for this. I would totally be interested in that. Something with a little bit better approach and departure and less weight than the stock huge just beef of aluminum structures. Ooh, getting bound down. So honestly, with this rig, I could. You've never heard me say this before, but I think I could go with a slower motor because of the amount. I mean, the gear down's pretty good, but the amount of trigger pull that I'm having to do for driving this rig the way it needs to be driven, it's almost like a 35 turn is borderline too fast. Maybe I could just gear down some, because honestly, I mean, I don't. Ooh, little body rock rash there. That's not a fun sound to hear on a hard body. You can just hear the paint flaking off the edge. Yeah, so now I recognize this part of the course. Back when I was wheeling the Willys Jeep, this was what I had to make for that Willys to get through. Yeah. Oh, got some winter creeper here. This stuff's called winter creeper, euonymus. It's a very bad invasive, very viney invasive that I may as well just pull while it's on this trail. But if you want to pan to the fence line back there and show them where the fence literally got pulled down by the winter creeper, it started in one of the neighbors' yards. They used it to be a ground cover. It got out of hand, it got on the fence lines, and then it's taken over all the fence lines. I've been continuously trying to beat it back, and it's an incredibly vigorous plant. It's found its way onto the rock pile in this past year. Yeah, lots of concentration for a rig this tiny. Lots of concentration. Every single tire position has to be carefully chosen and planned. And I don't want to roll this, so there's one rock I gotta stay on the driver's front side there. Really critical to plan this out. Oh, no, I don't want to scrape that paint job up, so I wonder if I can go a little wider. No, I'm just going to get myself into more trouble. Oh yeah. So I guess we'll use that rock slider on the driver's side. We're going to have to use it to pivot around because I forgot my winch at home, and I also forgot a scale driver. And let's see, what else did I forget today? What else did I forget? Everything. We just forgot everything. So we're gonna, we might just have to hand to God this one. This one's, I didn't come at it at a proper angle. We're getting some gnarly rock rash. How about you like that, puppy dog? Puppy dog like gnarly rock rash. Yeah, that one. Yeah, he likes the gnarly rock rash. Oh, keep it off up there. Oh, this paint job is just so nice. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it right now, those scratches. Oh well, character builds character. The grandparents are gonna hate me. Grandpa, that scratch was $500 to fix. Now I know that the vehicle is worth $1 million because it's in the future and the US dollar has inflated quite a bit, but that's right, this is $1 million truck for my grandkids. And put hamburgers at what, like about 1,000? Oh, I didn't plan that one out. There we go, get that rear tire over. Wow. Concentration. All right, we'll try the big line over here. Got to get some more euonymus out of the way though. Oh wow, yeah. A couple years of growing, yeah, I'm not pulling this out. Oh well, it's gonna have to be part of the scale obstacle, I suppose. mental note, keep on top of the winter creeper growth. I don't really want to use harsh chemicals to kill it off. What do y'all do on your rock piles to keep weeds in check? Because I imagine that everywhere in the world is going to have some sort of plant that loves rock piles. Yeah. Well, maybe there is hope. A little wheel speed. This rig is not made for wheel speed bumps, but we're gonna, yeah. I didn't think I was gonna make that. But the forward weight bias on this does make it more capable than what we would imagine. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Oh no. Oh, we're gonna break that windshield. Oh, oh. Ah, nice scratch. Whew, I say, out of any rig that I have ever owned, this one hurts the worst to scratch. I've never cared about a paint job so much as this one. That's all right. This one's gonna get wheeled. I promise right now, no shelf queen, but I will hang up the rear axle real nice, not planning my tire placement there. Now we're so bound down, it's hardly doing anything. Let's see if I can avoid it this time. No, I'll have to look on the other side, see what I'm doing. What's going on? Oh, yeah, that one's just a hanger. If I can get that tire just to hook. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for the heads up, cameraman. Look at all that flex. Gonna have to do the Chino mod on these or something. I'll do that as soon as the suspension falls apart, because I'm assuming that there's no Loctite on this from the factory. And everything will have to be disassembled to add Loctite and put it back together. And while I'm doing that, we might as well take a grinder to those leaf springs. Or would it be taking the leaf springs to a grinder? Ooh. Answer me that. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just adding all sorts of characters to these axle housings. Another rock, ill-planned there, right underneath the vehicle. You can see it clearly. I guess I should have too. The front tires got over it easy enough, but I need to get one of those rear tires to bite on at least the edge. Otherwise, yeah, we're just gonna continuously get hung on that one rock. Oh, it's just so close. Oh, and I'm also getting hung up on a little miniature plant up in front. We'll try once more. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so maybe not recommended to use this rig if you're the type that loves wheel speed. There we go. We'll have to clean this up for spring so we can crawl. All right. Last place that I see. It's coming through this way. Oh yeah, we got some big twigs. There we go. Well, I must say, this is quite the fun rig to drive. It took a lot of focus. If you notice, I wasn't talking very much during that, and that's because as soon as I started talking, I felt like I was just not focusing on the rig. Every single tire placement matters so much. I would like a little bit more low speed control, to tell you the truth, so I'm probably going to go with 5-slot, maybe Crawlmaster Sport. I'll see what fits in there, and I'm going to go with something that's extremely slow, to tell you the truth. Since we do have a 2-speed gearbox, if I really need more wheel speed than that much, then I can just pop it in 2nd gear and try to bump. But this really isn't a vehicle to be bumping over objects very much. You know, I mean, I guess unless you're just trying to break it, but I don't want to do that. So yeah, we'll probably do a new ESC, new motor, just so I have better low speed control, BRXL combined with a Crawlmaster of some sort. And then, yeah, probably the steering servo, it's not really doing the job. So I'll switch that out. But I don't want to go too powerful, so I might have to use another brand. Yeah, we'll see what happens on that. At any rate, that's a good time. Hope y'all enjoyed our little crawl along with the Trailfinder 3. This is definitely going to be one that I like to take out because, yeah, it's kind of fun just having to really focus on driving. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Well, if you do have any questions about it, feel free to post them down below. I'll do my best to get to them. As always, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.